What's up? I'm Jared. Today we're watching House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 3. I mean, I guess it's finally time to go ahead and start getting into the meat and bones, what this season's supposed to be, because essentially the first two episodes were kind of supposed to be the finale for last season. So this is, I guess, what we're going to be getting for the rest of the season, kind of the aftermath of what's gone down so far. And I don't they left us on so much bullshit there. I'm not too sure what directions we're gonna end up going here. Aemon's clearly not gonna die that way. Like I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, Aemon's dead. Aemon's dead." Okay, I don't believe that for a second. Just like every single other Game of Thrones character, until we see it confirmed on screen, don't believe it. Especially, like take for instance, Corlys. People were all over the place saying, "Oh, rest in peace, Corlys. Corlys is dead." Nope, 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 nope. And just like how he didn't die, I almost guarantee you that Lannister is still alive. They very easily could have survived in the exact same manner. So we shall see. I'm hoping that we get I mean, I imagine it's probably gonna be a slower episode, but I really hope that we get some action in this one. Like we get some cool scenes. I don't think we're gonna get any dragon fights because Aemon's probably gonna be out of it, so Vhagar's probably gonna be out of it, and I don't think there's really any other dragons for us to be fighting against because what's his name? Darion or something like that, the Alicent's child. He only has a baby dragon, so there's not really gonna be a dragon fight there from him. He might be able to torch an army or something if they get caught out of place, but as for dragon fight, nah, that wouldn't even be a fight. That would just be a just like how Vhagar took down Lucerys. It would just be chomp and done. Moving on. We're already a little bit behind because we were watching a bunch of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms today. Went ahead and finished that up, and we're gonna be trying to put that up tomorrow. So
Though I must say, I think Ulf there would very much enjoy settling into your chambers in the High Tower.
Would you like
he does want he does want a castle.
Turn around now and lead your army home, and you will be spared.
It's going a little too easy. I mean, it's not like he has much choice in the matter here, but still, it's going a little too easy.
Ah!
I almost forgot. You're warned.
Oh, he's gonna take the boy
Daeron
and the dragon.
Targaryen. He'll be coming with me.
He's so smug right now. That is not who I thought we had. Okay. I could have sworn it was the guy with the red hair that looked like he, was actually Alicent's son, but okay. Who the fuck was that? I don't know, just some random squire, I guess.
Well met, nephew. Go home.
Are you taking the dragon too, or?
Your Grace, the crown's wealth has been taken.
Taken?
Your treasury is depleted. There is enough to see your court through a week or two. A little longer if you bring back the gold from Dragonstone.
They told me little. Perhaps because they trusted me little.
Do you trust his word, Lord Corlys?
I do not believe he knows where the gold is, and I fancy I can sniff a lie.
No one asked you.
I still don't trust that bitch, I'm gonna be honest. I still feel like she's playing a game for herself here. And she'll betray us at any chance. Any viable chance that she thinks will go her way.
It is a never-ending inconvenience.
Well, I got an idea.
And yet a hungry
Take
populace
two of your
is
dragons,
as the queen
fly
of
across the narrow
wild
seas to one of these free cities, and demand some help.
Another raven to Castle Rock.
Tell them if they don't help, they
Tyrants
burn.
created gold there. We will have an answer from Lady Joanna. Send.
Also, you could ransack some of these keeps like the Lannisters and whatnot that, might be housing their own stuff,
Having it.
Oh, shit. She was talking about seeing ghosts earlier, and I wasn't, you know, it was good stuff she was talking about, so I wasn't too concerned about it. But she's literally seeing Jace walking around and stuff. That's, she might be going mad.
Some months ago, I anointed your brother Aegon and declared him the rightful king before gods and men.
Yes, Aegon is dead, and I now sit the throne.
But if there has been some kind of error...
Oh, there has been no error.
The
I
error
am
was
my
you
father's
naming
heir,
Aegon in the
and
first
the
place.
gods themselves
Who are
decreed
you
that
to
I must
even
rule the
argue
Seven
or
Kingdoms.
try to deny her? Like, your job is to sit there and say some words, you fucking piece of shit, so say the fucking words. Alright, kill him. Let's go next.
You have made your position exceedingly clear.
With respect, I advise you, do not make an enemy of the faith. It exhorts and comforts and binds together your people. Underestimate it at your peril.
I'm sick of these type of fucking people, dude. I'm so sick of them. From the council to these fucking people, dude. Just fucking kill them. Let's move on.
Ulf, how will you style yourself?
Oh, Targaryen, Your Grace.
Oh, absolutely not.
It was a bold choice.
Then I have no style.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
And you?
I'm a blacksmith by trade, Your Grace. I go by Hammer.
Hugh the Hammer? Ulf the White? And Adam of Hull?
I shouldn't even ask him, but alright. I mean, I didn't expect her to, you know, say Adam of Velaryon there, but... It's a rat. Everybody got their own rat? Lovely. Lovely. What else is that?
This is what the common folk of my city ate. This and worse, while you, and those like you, hid provisions away in your storehouses. As you sit here, my gold cloaks are entering each of your houses. They are searching your storerooms for all that you hoarded away, and they will bring what they find back to me for distribution to those in my city who need it. And tonight will serve as a lesson in what I will require of you, now and henceforth. Good evening.
Oh shit, that's a waste of rat. If none of them are gonna eat it, I mean, you might as well give that to the common folk too. Is that our boy? Oh my... I did not know he was in this shit. Fuck yes.
House Manderley, is it?
Sir Torren Manderley, Your Grace, your humble servant.
I have been away too long, but we are at last reunited. In token of which, I bring you gifts for your relief. God be with you.
And I understand the gesture, but maybe not be handing this shit out literally yourself. Because it only takes one person with a quick hand with a small blade, and you got a real big fucking issue.
You made Adam a knight, but it seems you styled him Hull rather than Velaryon. We had agreed, I thought, that he and Alyn would be legitimized.
Sorry, Corlys, but in this moment I cannot do as you ask.
Why is she trying to deny him? Like, I genuinely don't understand this right now. Like, I understand, like, it'd be like, hey, Corlys, we need to wait a week, we need to wait 2 weeks, we have to get all this shit situated. But other than that, like, I don't understand why she's trying to deny him.
The rumors that have dogged my sons from the first. I cannot, in this moment, be seen to raise up those.
And so you will insult
Okay.
my house.
I think rather than going this route and trying to
Doubted.
trying to do this to Corlys, I think it would have been better to be like, Corlys, we just need to wait a couple weeks. We just need to wait a little bit of time,
One day.
get everything situated, get everything settled, and then we will do it.
Your son Joffrey is a bastard. Your son Lucerys, whom I accepted as my heir, was a bastard.
Lord Corlys.
Your son Jacaerys lived and died a bastard!
Yeah, this was not the move, Rhaenyra.
Reason your children deserve what mine are denied.
I'm kind of siding with Corlys on that one. That was just stupid.
You will join the Night's Watch and serve out your days there. It's a hard road, but there is honor in it.
The way that this guy's acting, I'm not sure. I mean, he's definitely got the Targaryen hair, the Targaryen look, and all that, but it's like
The Queen Dowager said.
something just seems off.
You don't know this boy,
Mm-hmm.
but he is not Darren.
Like, it was the motherfucker with the red hair. I fucking knew something was off with this guy.
He compelled me. I begged him.
Who compelled you?
Lord Ormond Hightower.
Well,
Blenched my hair. Told me I must play the part of the prince.
it's treason. There you go. Go fucking take Old Town for everything it's worth.
Your real son he keeps with him, no doubt. Did he think I would not discover it?
This is why I was kind of asking, is he not going to bring the dragon? Because now they've kept the dragon, right? And they have the actual, you know, rider as well. Which kind of weird that they managed to get him on the dragon there at the battlefield without, you know, the dragon flipping
What
shit.
game does he play? What?
Yeah.
C'est soit nous al trizut.
I've never heard of this Tumbleton place before this episode, so I'm not too sure how close this is. Go before him again with the dragons, and you know, be like, "Hey, you betrayed us. Come out now and surrender, and you know, we'll let you live. Otherwise, we'll kill you all the same, and we'll just go take your shit." We were all over the place that episode. I mean, just all over the place. That was that was a lot. You know, I think Rhaenyra is making a lot of mistakes here. Or maybe not a lot, but at least several mistakes here. The war is still on, obviously, because you know they just took Tumbleton or whatever it is. I have no idea where that is, like in relation to anything. I've never even heard of that place before this episode. There's so many things that I'm like, from the very beginning, when they were taking the kid away, I was sitting there saying, why are we not taking the dragon? Is the dragon coming too? Like, what's going on there? To me, it made no sense to leave the dragon with them. If you were taking the dragon rider, even as a hostage, you should have been taking the dragon as well. Like that just made sense to me. I don't understand why we would not take the dragon away from them. Because then they're like, if that is the dragon rider, you're now sending the dragon back with the army that has no rider for it. So essentially it's going to either be retamed by somebody else, you know, another random Targaryen bastard, or it's going to go wild and just wreak havoc. Like, it doesn't make sense to me to not take the dragon with the boy. Also, It doesn't make sense to me to not have monitored. We have so many dragons. They're talking about, oh, scouting out with Bela to look for Vagar and stuff. We have 6 fucking dragons. Why did we not keep a dragon on watch of like the only actual army that still is out there to oppose us that we know of? Like, obviously, Kristen Cole is running around doing his own thing. We don't even know how many men he has, what kind of shape his army's really in at this point. The High Towers here are the only legitimate army in the field that we were like consciously aware of like, they're right here. We expect them to do this. I would have had a dragon rider overwatch them to make sure that they left and went back home. That just makes sense. I think it's a cool play, or not necessarily a cool play, but a good play on her part for taking the stories away from the higher nobility that were kind of screwing over all the common folk. I think that's a good play to a degree, because it's going to earn you some points with the common folk. But just like Damon says, that is not a permanent solution. And as soon as that runs out, the favor from the common folk is going to immediately flip again. Whereas you've now screwed over the nobles, and they're not going to like you. They're not going to favor you, pretty much, period, now. Like, they legitimately feel robbed. I feel like the better way to do that would have been, you know, a take and give at the same time. Like, be like, okay, we're going to come and take from your stores, and we will account for, you know, we'll mark it all up. We'll take an accounting of who had what, how much we're taking from who, etc., etc., etc. And, you know, upon a time, once we've figured everything out, once everything gets situated and settled, we will recompense, you know, we'll give you something back. You know, maybe not full value wise, because you're trying to punish them a little bit at the same time, but be like, hey, we will give you, we'll just throw it out there, 50%. You know, we'll give you 50% back upon a day. So that way you can, you know, recoup your losses some. You won't feel totally robbed. And that would be a good way to kind of mitigate their feelings at the same time of taking everything from them right now to get the common folk on your side right now. Like, you can't just take from them. That you're gonna end up with them not liking you and wanting to go against you. Like I said, it doesn't really matter for the common folk, because in a couple weeks, if you can't fix that issue, they're going to just immediately flip again, and now you've got both sides vying against you. The Corlys thing, I really do not stand behind what she's doing there. I feel like she could have handled that situation so much better, just going, hey, look, like even if she wanted to explain it from that same angle of like the whole bastard angle and shit, literally be like, look, we just need to wait for everything to situate, settle down, give us like a month, maybe 2, and then, you know, we'll have King's Landing in order, we'll have the realm getting itself in order, and then it won't fucking matter. Then it just won't matter if I raise up some bastards, because who the fuck's gonna say some shit? Nobody's gonna be there to, you know, hold anything really, you know, in contest against us. There's not gonna be, you know, all the fighting should have been settled by then. Everything should be in order. So it's like, who really cares at that point, right? And beyond that, even if you wanted to be like, all right, well, here, look, Corlys, we can't do it because the whole bastard angle. Let's only do one of them for right now to kind of appease Corlys on this, and do Adam, because Adam's a fucking dragon rider. Like, bastard or not, he's a fucking dragon rider. I just, like, I don't see how there would be that much of an issue from raising up your dragon rider. just... And she's saying that about the bastard thing, but yet you just knighted all of them. Would you not also still get somewhat of the same, you know, issue of, oh, you just knighted all three of these bastards. You just raised 3 bastards up. You know, like, part is not, like, it's just not making sense to me. I really do not stand behind her on that one. It seems like it's just an issue to just make an issue. Corlys, I think he, you know, I stand behind him on this, but I think he maybe went a little too far, maybe snapped right there when he should have just tried to, you know, kind of deep breath and hold it in for a minute, you know, like give her another chance, try to talk her down on this, try to make reason with her. I feel like we just got a little too heated right there when it really just... Like, I completely understand him. He's lost everything. He's sacrificed everything for it. And then she's still going to deny him. Well, at least they've kind of somewhat laid out what we can expect from the season, I guess. Because we've got to get everything in order here. Corlys and Adam are probably going to start going against the Queen. She's going to lose Adam. If she loses one of those Dragon Riders, we might end up losing... We might end up losing the other 2. They might, you know, side with Corlys just because they think, oh, you know, we might get better off on this, etc. You know, she might insult them each in their own way. There's really no telling how this is going to go. I am surprised that the Hugh's wife left. Did we not? I could have sworn we saw her in King's Landing when they were coming to take the throne. So it's only been a matter of a day or two, you know, maybe up to a week. Like, I guess maybe she was leaving right then. Like, that was like right when she saw the dragon. She was like, fuck it, I'm out. I guess. Well, we've still got some enemies on the board. We've still got some armies to take care of. We still don't really have a standing army of our own. Our fleet's been destroyed. I don't really know how she's going to try to go from here. We, like, really all we've got for soldiers, I guess, at this point is the gold cloaks. And it's not like you could take them out. They've got to stay there to keep the city in order. Otherwise, that place is just going to, you know, eat itself alive. I think we're kind of pushing Rhaenyra towards going Mad Queen. I mean, if prophecy from Helena, I think, right? The daughter, if her prophecy is to be believed, Aegon does take the throne back, or he takes his own throne somewhere else. So, you know, he's still gonna be a player. We know he's supposedly going off somewhere that it's going to be, you know, more in his favor. That's what he said. You know, they still, you know, support him. So we've got Criston Cole, who's going towards Harrenhal, probably already about to be there. We'll probably see that next episode. We've got the Hightower army, and now we've got Aegon, wherever he's going to end up setting himself up. And then we've got all the pirate raiders just raiding around. So we've got 4 major issues of battle to take care of in some fashion. And that's just the people. You know, that we've still got Aemond and Vhagar out there, which It's surprising that they wouldn't have just stayed at Harrenhal. And I would understand why he wants to leave, but how the fuck did she get Vhagar out of there? You know, because it's not like she could ride Vhagar. Vhagar would have fucking eaten that bitch alive. She's not a Targaryen. So Aemon being completely like dead, dying or whatever, like he wouldn't have been able to get back on Vhagar and fly him away. So how the fuck did Vhagar just take off on his own? And if so, then why is he like in hiding? You know, I feel like if he's in hiding in this way, then it should be probably because, you know, they're trying to keep him that way. I don't know. There's a lot of different roads this could go for the rest of the season. We still got plenty of episodes, plenty of showtime here to run through some stuff. I imagine we're probably not going to deal with each of these battles or individual, you know, armies as individuals. I imagine because she doesn't really have a force to go deal with them. She's really only got the dragons. I imagine we're probably going to have to do a bit more consolidating, kind of what she wants to do with King's Landing, but also with her units, her troops, her army. And then we will try to move on them, and at the same time, they're going to kind of probably do the same. I would imagine they're not all going to stay split. I would assume Aegon's going to get whatever force he has. He's going to try to meet up with Criston Cole. He should know Cole's going to Harrenhal or is in the Harrenhal area. So if he managed to get a force and just goes to that area, you know, they could very easily combine forces. I don't know. There's so much going on. I'm kind of hoping this was just an episode to try to like build tension and build up you know, issues that are kind of going to be like not necessarily fake issues, but issues that it's like, oh man, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Oh, okay. Okay, you figured it out. Thank God. Like I hope that's kind of the road that we go for a lot of these, that it's just like trying to build up suspense and tension, and then we just kind of breeze through some of them and get hung up on like the other stuff. Like I really hope she figures out the whole Corlys thing. I hope we don't lose Corlys. I don't want to see Corlys betray us. I don't want to see Adam betray us, Alan betray us. They have fought and bled for our side. I really don't want to see them, you know, be disrespected in this way. I hope that we can bring her around to that and we keep them on our good graces. And stuff like we don't want to go full Mad Queen and burn down Tumbleton with all the people in it just to get rid of the high towers. I feel like that's going to be the issue that we were going to get hung up on, is stuff like that. Whereas the smaller stuff like this, with like the nobles and Corlys and you know, consolidating King's Landing, I hope all that shit is kind of just shit that like not necessarily breeze through, but we solve with much more ease than like the actual battles and fighting. I ain't got much else to go on. It's a fantastic episode. This was, you know, technically the start to the season, so great start. We're making mistakes, but mistakes were bound to happen. Everything can't be perfect, and hindsight's a bitch. So we will see how they play this out over the next couple episodes. I'm imagining next episode's probably going to be about the same pace, a little bit slower. Maybe we get a little bit of fighting, a little bit of like not necessarily fighting, but like the lead up to a battle, or like the, you know, the troops moving around and getting ready and shit. And then hopefully episode 5, episode 6, we actually get some kind of battle, some kind of fighting, some kind of release of some of this tension. And then, you know, it leads back up to the finale. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And we'll see y'all next week in the next episode.